The green velvet of the fairway, often a symbol of tradition and royal patronage, is now being used to wipe away a toxic legacy. This is not merely a change of signage, it is the institutional, methodical erasure of a disgraced figure from the historical landscape of the very sport he once captained. The message from the home of golf is stark: the prince is gone, and his name must follow. The symbolic purge from the fairway. A golf course named after the disgraced former Prince Andrew is set for a major rebrand. The Duke's Course in St Andrews will be renamed the Craigtoun Course, after a nearby country park. This move is the latest, most symbolic act in the complete societal disassociation from Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. The Duke's Course, a name that, for decades, proudly proclaimed its royal link, is being systematically sanitized. The replacement, the Craigtoun Course, deliberately anchors the property to the nearby country park and local geography rather than to a tainted individual. This shift represents a rejection of hereditary privilege in favor of regional identity, an attempt to cleanse the asset and restore its reputation by tying it to the pure, untainted earth of Scotland. The Heathland Course, about 3 miles from the town centre, was opened by Andrew Mountbatten Windsor in 1995. He later became captain of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club, which is also based in the town, in Fife on Scotland's east coast. The depth of Andrew's historical link to St Andrews is profound. Having personally opened the course in 1995 and later serving as captain of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club, one of the most revered and powerful positions in global golf, his association was integral to the town's modern sporting identity. His removal from this narrative demonstrates that the fallout from his personal conduct is so catastrophic that it invalidates even the ceremonial honors bestowed decades ago. St Andrews, the home of golf, is choosing to preserve its own reputation and global integrity over maintaining a connection to the royal family's current troubles. The move comes after the king stripped Andrew of his prince title and HRH style, along with other titles and honors, in early November amid growing controversy over his links to pedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein. Andrew was also removed from the role of the peerage as the Duke of York and is expected to leave Royal Lodge next year, moving into a smaller cottage on the Sandringham estate. The cause and effect relationship is crystal clear. The renaming is a direct, commercial consequence of the king's decisive action in early November. The king's stripping of Andrew's prince title and HRH style sent an undeniable signal to every institution bearing his name. When a man is removed from the role of the peerage as the Duke of York and his physical residence is reduced from the luxurious Royal Lodge to a smaller cottage on the Sandringham estate, the symbolic cost is immense. The golf course renaming is the corporate echo of this institutional excommunication, confirming that the controversy over his links to pedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein has rendered his identity toxic and unmarketable. As part of his retreat from public life, Andrew also gave up his honorary membership of the golf club. The course and club will soon be managed by the St Andrews Links Trust on a long-term lease. The trust already runs the 7 public golf courses around the town. Andrew's retreat from public life, a forced withdrawal rather than a voluntary retirement, was marked by his resignation from the honorary membership of the golf club. This act was a necessary preemptive strike to minimize public outrage. The future management structure solidifies the clean break. The course and club will be run by the St Andrews Links Trust, the respected body that manages the 7 public golf courses in the area. This transfer is critical, placing the asset under the stewardship of a non-controversial entity dedicated to the public good of the sport. The new identity and the power of trees. The club's logo is being updated to remove its royal association. An illustration of trees will replace a lion rampant holding a saltire flag. The Duke's Course, run by the Kohler-owned Old Course Hotel Golf Resort Spa, will remain under the U.S. Golf Resort Operators management until January 5. Thereafter, it will officially become the Craigtoun Course. The detail of the logo change is deeply symbolic. The removal of the lion rampant holding a saltire flag, a classic, powerful heraldic image associated with Scotland and the monarchy, is a deliberate rejection of aristocratic lineage. Its replacement with an illustration of trees is a grounding, democratic choice. It shifts the focus from the powerful individual to the natural environment, prioritizing the landscape over the dynasty. The course, currently managed by the Kohler-owned Old Course Hotel Golf Resort Spa, will make the official switch on January 5, marking the precise moment of symbolic rebirth from the Duke's Course to the Craigtoun Course. Neil Coulson, chief executive of St Andrews Links Trust, said, "The agreement for the Craigtoun Course will see the first new course added to the Home of Golf's portfolio in 18 years and presents an ideal opportunity to expand the golf experiences we offer. We are delighted to have reached agreement with the Old Course Hotel and look forward to taking over what it is already a significant asset for St Andrews and Scotland and building on its reputation." Neil Coulson, the CEO of the St Andrews Links Trust, expertly frames the change not as a reaction to scandal, but as a proactive, ambitious step forward. He highlights the positive legacy. The Craigtoun Course is the first new course added to the Home of Golf's portfolio in 18 years. By focusing on its potential to expand the golf experiences and its status as a significant asset for St Andrews and Scotland, the Trust directs the narrative entirely toward progress and regional pride. The priority is building on its reputation for the future, effectively burying the toxic associations of the past beneath a fresh layer of local, uncontroversial excellence.